Nope.
What's up guys, Tristan here, and what you guys just saw was me double and triple checking to make sure that I actually didn't forget how to completely and totally Sparrow glitch out of the map. And after about a month of being gone, it seems that Bungie has finally gone through and patched it, which is very upsetting for me. As you guys know, I use a lot of Sparrow glitchy things to find new content for my channel, and actually it's one of the things that I very much enjoyed about Destiny was the challenge of being able to go out and find new things and let alone get into them. So a lot of that parkour that I liked and a lot of these other different things that you guys have seen on my channel unfortunately will kind of be down to a minimum because I'm not going to be able to find things as easily. But luckily enough, there are other places to go to break out of the maps. I've already found a new way to go through under the map and cheese the Nightfall if you guys really need to, like the Pharaoh, was it the Fallen Shank one, the Cosmodrome. I can't remember the exact name of it, but the one where the Fallen, the Warsat comes down. I think it's actually called the Saber Strike. There we go. That eluded me for too long there, that name. But if you guys actually really need help with that, there's still a way to get under the map. It's kind of a pain and it takes a little bit, but you can actually still get under there and make sure that you don't lose. So it's 100% you'll get in. So that's pretty neat. And in the last month, geez, what else has happened? Today, Destiny released the official Taken King's Sparrow Racing League video. That was really neat. I did go through and watch it. I watched the Vidoc for it and some of the different things they'll be releasing. And in the video, you do see they've got these new sparrows. They kind of look interesting. They're different from the original design. They look more like they're just kind of a rail frame as opposed to this really solid one that we have now. So I don't know if that means that in the Sparrow Racing League we're going to have to use these. I know that in at least one of the videos I did see that there was one of the Guardians using a gray sparrow that looked very, very similar to a regular sparrow. So we'll have to see if maybe they're going to let us, you know, earn those other ones. Maybe those are like top tier rewards, or maybe we can use our own. So hopefully I can use my time breaker. There is some special glitchy things that you can do to make your time breaker go super fast, and I mean like fast enough to kill you if you hit anything. So it's really interesting. I'll have to see how that goes. But anyways. Yeah, Sparrow Racing. Maybe I'll show you guys a little bit like what it's like to race with me. Promise it doesn't go like that all the time, but just as a joke, that's the first thing that came into my mind as soon as I saw all the racing stuff. I was like, pod racing, episode 1. So, you know, besides that, things that have come out in the last month, I've been checking out Halo. Halo's been pretty neat. They've added quite a few different things to their matchmaking, kind of like a score streak stuff. You know, excuse me, tripping over my words. But they've changed up the multiplayer for that in an aspect that's actually really refreshing. So I checked out that for a little while. Got to the point where it really wasn't that hard to win for me. So I don't know. I took a break from that. And checked out the new Fallout game. Never played Fallout before in my life. This one was actually really cool. It's got kind of like a Borderlands feel to it. If Borderlands was like 17,000 times longer than it actually is and has like that many more quests. Very, very in-depth game. Very, very interesting to play. And it definitely would eat like 90% of your time. So I've come back to Destiny now that my voice is working again. Now that I have this new controller and headset. And it's been really fun, you know, going back through and jumping into these different Nightfalls. I mean, I played the Nightfall on screen just now. I didn't get crap. I didn't get anything from doing the Nightfall. And it's kind of upsetting to see that Destiny still has all these different problems. And they're still having these issues with just the simplest things like loot tables in the Nightfall and all the grind that you have to do. I mean, some of it's been addressed, like you don't have to grind as much for the swords. I mean, if you bought one of the swords, you don't have to really go through and do all 3 again. But in terms of some of the other things, it's absolutely crazy. I know that there's still problems where if you have Field Scout on your gun, it doesn't work. So you've got all these guns out there that come standard with Field Scout. Like if you guys have ever used Corrective Measure, Field Scout doesn't work on that. It doesn't work on anything else. I know Vision of Conflicts has it. You can't use that anymore. And there's a bunch of other just broken things on guns in general. So it's really odd to come back to Bungie talking about all this weapon tuning and they're just not even fixing the original weapons. But besides that, good thing that they're doing the weapon tuning for me. I've been gone for a month, so I'll actually be able to get some decent guns, get some more gameplays out for you guys. I know the Zalo is going to be getting buffed. I love that gun. especially as a hunter. If you've got Bloodborne on your Shadow Shot, it just absolutely destroys things. I mean, you get one kill, and it could be any of the 50 things that you're shooting with the Zalo at the same time, and you're just instantly guaranteed just kills and kills and kills and kills. So it's really neat for a PvE gun. I'm glad that it's getting buffed. I'm just not sure exactly how buffed all these things are going to get. It's really odd to say that you're going to give auto rifles like a 6% buff just over the board, and then there's other guns that may just, you know, sneak by as better ones. I think honestly in the future, in the next month or two, the guns that you're going to see being the best are going to be auto rifles, maybe a select few, and I think that honestly the time that Mida multi-tool is going to rise to the top is just about here. I don't think scout rifles are getting that much of a debuff, and I think they're actually going to be pretty competitive. I think that actually might be the time that they come out of the woodwork and will start being killed across the map like they're snipers. So it'll be interesting to see what happens here in the next month. I don't know when they're actually dropping the weapon update, but it should be sometime soon, and I'll be getting some videos out for some Crucible gameplay by then. And in other news, some really other cool things. I found a new cheese in the raid. That's right, they didn't take all the cheeses out like they did in Crota at the end. So that'll be really cool. I'll be able to show you guys that. It's not really that important of a cheese, but if you're on LFG and you're having some trouble getting by at least this one part, it'll be something that you guys can do to guarantee yourself a pass. So, you know, doing it on hard, doing it on easy, very, 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 very simple. So anyways, that's where I've been for the last month. That's what I've been getting into. And, you know, I hope that I didn't lose too many people in this different break. But, you know, we'll have to see how that goes after I put out a couple new videos. So, thanks for watching, and I hope to see you guys in the next one.